According to the nurse shortage crisis, encouragement been recruiting male nurse in by Dane Smith in 2019. They said they will have shortage of nurse 12.9 million by 2035. However, we already have shortage of male nurse male nurse 7.2 in 2013. We have to think outside of social traditions of being nurse. If not, we will have a shortage of nurse. Today, I'm going to talk about shortage of male nurse. My name is MD Zakaria. Furthermore, my major is nursing. Shortage of male nurse is the cause is 12 stereotype male nursing is dominant field for females and gender-based educations, which lead to my first point: stereotype. Stereotypical interactions is based one of the cause of shortage in male nurse. In stereotype, because one of the is men have to be a nurse. In Meet in My Parents by Victor and Rose 2011, the people assumed that they were gay even though there were no evidence they were gay. Afterward, men were nursing that they were assumed to be gay without having were gay. There were discipline and proportions of having no evidence. Zeri and Barry decided to be a nurse for self-awareness or self-need in 2011. Even though they weren't accepted by medical school because they weren't gay. The people's perspective of nursing make it harder for male nurse to be a nurse because to be a nurse in the hospital because of how people think. How people say also nursing is dominant field of females, and with that, which lead to my next point. Nursing is dominant field for females is one of the cause shortage of male nurses. According to the nursing studying the nurses education experience by William All and Song in 26 October 2011. The fact there were only 9.1% of regards of nursing shortage in US. However, if you compare to another, UK have are comfortable with a male nursing by 11%. Barry 2004 and Berkeley in 1988, they were only they were medic enforced into imagine nursing in public eye. The dependent nursing traditions were growing number of nursing in 2003. They were studying in male nursing has been studied before beyond this long. This present surrounding by puzzle gender is demonstrate how males are struggling to be a nurse and have a hardship to be a gender, which lead to my last point. Gender based on educations is one of the another one of the cause a male shortage of nurse. The book of social force in limited law enforcement and Dairy Mill in 1986, they were explained how male have a hard time to be a nurse because of because of the basic on study, and also is based on educations on gender. By Dong Po Ogre was contributed to be one of the academic institutions of describing how to be a male nurse in epidemic and editions of to the force and be nursing classrooms. However, the males is to be an hard to be a male nurse because of the gender, based on gender educations. Males can be helped in different situations being a nurse by caring people's and also be helpful medic in war. We should encourage a male nurse to male to be a nurse because of nursing one of the hardest job, and a male trying to get into it. So I will leave into this. If you were male patients, you want to be taken care of by female nurse, right? But why not a female nurse can have a male nurse take care of them?